Guys, I want to step back a moment and talk about the market's behavior over the first quarter, juxtaposed with how it's behaved over the past 3 years. And that is, do you think that U.S. stocks are beginning to decouple from global stocks? Are markets starting to normalize? If you look at the relationships and the asset correlations between, for instance, commodities and the U.S. market, that has broken down. If you look at the relationship between U.S. dollar and U.S. stocks, that also has broken down. Let me put that question to you, Wayne, first. Are markets starting to normalize?
Yes, I think we're seeing the regime shift, a gradual regime shift, albeit a regime shift, from the risk on, risk off that you saw after the financial crisis to more of a normal, fundamentally based market. And I think that that's good news for investors, because that effectively allows diversification to work and help people that have diverse portfolios amongst different asset classes to benefit from better return, risk return profiles.
Jim, what's your sense? Do you think markets are starting to normalize?
Well, I think all the points that you just brought up, Jennifer, are all excellent points. It's exactly what's been taking place. I think it suggests that people are so enamored with QE3 cubed and the belief that as long as the Fed maintains this excessive monetary accommodation, that the stock market has only one way to go, and that's up. And so one of the hallmarks of this rally has been the lack of selling pressure whatsoever. So I think to some extent, the combination of belief in the Fed, we've had some better economic news because expectations were so low coming into the first quarter, has kept selling pressure very low. I think it's a warning sign, quite honestly, that people are so willing to overlook some of these negatives. And if I'm right about Europe not emerging from recession throughout the course of 2013, I think that's going to come back to bite us. Dollar strength is another thing. Sooner or later, that will have an increasing impact on corporate earnings. 45% of corporate earnings on the S&P come from overseas. So in the short run, what's dominating the views is the belief that QE3 is going to save everything.